Today we are going to do 3-point perspective. So this will be interesting. A lot of people don't know how to do this. So instead of having a horizon line, I'm going to just start with 3 vanishing points. And you can see I've got the 3 right here. One here, one here, and one right here. Now I kind of like to make some light lines between here. Okay, I want to start by drawing a vertical line to this point right here. Okay, to the point on the bottom. Then, just like 2-point perspective, I'm going to draw back to the vanishing points. Now to draw the sides, I'm going to draw back to this vanishing point. Now to get the top, I want to do just like 2-point perspective, I want to draw back to the opposite vanishing point, meaning that if it's on this side, I'm going to draw this way. If the shape is on this side, I'm going to draw that way. Okay, there's my first box in 3-point perspective. Recedes to both points here and recedes to this point here. Now, when you draw over here outside this little triangle, it's going to be a little bit different. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to draw a line back to my point. Now, generally, what I would do if I were in here, I would draw these 2 lines right here. But what I want to do is I just want to connect this point to this and draw backward. So I'm going to draw backward from here. Usually I would draw this way. Instead, I'm drawing this way, so it's a little bit different. Now I'm going to draw the other side of this box, and I just draw up to this vanishing point right here. It gets a little bit confusing sometimes. Okay. Now you can see the box forming. I want to draw the sides of my box. I can just draw right back to the bottom vanishing point. Okay, and I'm going to draw the top here. And then I want to draw from this point to this corner backward. Line that up. And there you go. There's another box in 3-point perspective. So see, it recedes here, it recedes here, and it recedes here. So if we do this one out here, it's done the same way. Okay, and then I would want to, at the top, I'm gonna let mine go off the paper some, make it a little more interesting. Okay, so I would draw back that way to do that. So I can't do that. So I'm going to do this one right here. Okay, then I would draw up to the top right here. Now this one here, if I let it go off the paper, let's just assume that the point is way over here, and we're going to draw it right, kind of right off the edge right here, just so you can see it going off the edge. Okay, now I'm going to draw this line right here. And that will form up one of my sides. You see it right there. And then we're going to draw this other line. Because we're off the edge of the paper, we're done. Okay. Oh, well, you know, there's a little bitty part right here. I probably can get that if I line this up here and go backward. I could probably get that little bitty piece. Okay, so it's going right off the page. So how do you draw a letter in 3-point perspective? Well, I could do it right in this box here. I can just draw it in here. I could draw it in this side, or I could draw it in this side, or I could draw it in this side. Okay, it really doesn't matter which side I draw it in, but let's draw it in the top just to make it a little bit more interesting. So today, let's do an M. Okay, that looks pretty good. There's the two legs of the M, and then down here in the middle, I'm just going to make a little point. I'm gonna draw back to this point here. Okay, right there. And I'm gonna draw a vertical line. So we're kind of drawing our M out here, kind of like we would in 1-point perspective. You know, it's similar. Okay, so here is the M right there. I guess I could have made the M like go all the way down to the bottom if I wanted to. You know, you're the artist. You decide what you want to do with that. Okay, if you want to do it a little differently, that's fine. Okay. So we've got our M right there. Okay. Now I could erase a little bit more of that. Okay. Now we got it. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to draw all our corners back down to this point here. Because we drew this in the top, we're drawing it back down. And you'll see how it is receding back to this point. We have our diminishing sides, it's getting thinner and thinner. We'll do the middle of the M right there. Okay, and let's see, can we get this one? We can't get that one, I don't think. Sometimes you just have to line up your ruler. Nope, I can't get that one, I can't get that, I can't get anything else. Okay, so we're almost done. And then if this were to line up and we could see something back here, then we would have this, but we can't, so I just have this line here to do, and we're finished. Okay, so there's an M, so you can see the M on the top and it's receding down to the point. Now we could draw letters in any one of these sides if we wanted to. You know, that would be fine. If not, it's no big deal. Next week, well, maybe I'll do one of these tomorrow. I would like to go ahead and do a few letters in 3-point perspective so you can kind of see it. And then I'd like to move on to something else, maybe draw something, a real object in perspective, so you can start applying your knowledge of 3-point and making real objects. I think that would be probably a good next step for us. And I think my students are ready to go. I think they're tired of drawing boxes, but it's really important that you do this stuff first so that you can learn the concepts. And then once you understand the concept, you can actually draw cool stuff. So I will see you next time. Oh, my student said you're supposed to hit the subscribe button, and they said like ring the bell. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm gonna check it out and figure it out. They said hit the subscribe and ring the bell, and you'll be good to go. Okay, I'll see you next time.